First, Lauren, why don't you talk about the season? I mean, coming in, you're the reigning home run queen, and all the stuff you had to deal with this year.
It was definitely different this year from last. Coming in as the home run hitter, I was not expecting to get as many pitches this season, and that's exactly what happened. So I kind of came in with the mentality like, look, I'm probably going to get walked a lot this year. Just go in there, look for my pitch, and see what happens. So.
Okay, not getting a lot of pitches is a lot different than 42 walks or something. I mean, maybe it's more since, last Thursday. But, I mean, are you just practicing walking now? What's the deal?
Well, right now, I'm kind of in the mentality like I'm going to go in there ready for them to pitch to me. If they don't, they don't. It's kind of out of my control. So I do focus on what is in my control, and that's getting a good pitch and doing something with it.
Okay. And last summer, you were one of the honored players that was allowed to go to the Pan Am Games in Colombia. And tell me what that was like, because, I mean, you're going there for Team USA, representing America in Colombia. I mean, that had to be crazy.
Yeah, that was one of the best experiences of my life. Just to be selected on that team was enough. And then to go there and see the different cultures and the different players and just the whole experience there, the vibe and everything, it was great. It was just a taste of, like, my Olympic dream, so.
Did you get to see anything, or were you, like, under guards, like, the whole time? Did you have, like, bodyguards everywhere? What was going on?
Well, it was a different place, and you had to be really safe and aware of, like, your surroundings. So they definitely had us under watch, and we had to stay in our hotel most of the time. But when we were out and going to the games, we got to meet, like, so many different people. So it was a great time.
Cool. And a lot of the girls were telling me, too, like, because most of them are blonde, and, like, they stood out, like, out of everybody. Like, it was all these blonde girls, and then, the Colombians.
Yeah, I know. I had some highlights in my hair at the time, and you could really tell that they loved the blonde girls. Like, they loved them. Like, we would be warming up, and they would yell out different numbers, like, you're amazing. So that was, yeah, it's definitely, if you had blonde hair, you were a target for sure.
Targeted. Okay, now, you played... let's see, you play for the Firecrackers, you play for Team USA, you play for El Toro. When do you even have any free time? You're playing 500 games a year.
Well, I mean, that's why I play, though, is because I love it, and so I don't really stress about the free time and stuff like that. But when I do have free time, I hang out with my best friends. They're over there. And, we go to the beach, we shop, we go to concerts, just all that, normal teenage stuff. But right now, my priorities are softball, where it's taking me in college and stuff like that. So I think the free time, it comes every once in a while, but I love softball, so it's not really a big problem.
Do your girls play softball too, or what do they do?
Some of them do. My girls, they play basketball, and then Kelsey used to play basketball, so yeah.
Okay. But can you dunk on them?
Probably not Rihanna. No, my friend Rihanna, I cannot dunk on her. She's a stud.
She's good, huh?
Yeah, she's a stud. She's on the varsity team at our school.
Okay, now you talked about going to concerts and stuff. What's the last concert you went to?
Last concert I went to was Lil Wayne, and that was
Lil Wayne?
Yeah, that was great. It was like the whole Young Money tour. So they had Nicki Minaj, and oh my gosh, that was amazing.
So you're a big gangster rapper?
I like listening to it. I wouldn't say I'm a gangster rapper, but I like listening to it.
Throughout your years, who's the toughest pitcher you've ever faced? Like, who is just ridiculous?
Toughest pitcher I've ever faced.
Or are they all chumps?
Well, do you want me to, from past?
From anything.
Ever?
Yeah.
Okay. Probably Kaylani Ricketts at OU right now.
Okay.
She, we played her a couple times in travel ball. And, I'm going to school with her, thank the Lord. At least she's on my team. But she, gave me the toughest at-bats of my life, so.
Who's the best player that you've ever played with? Just toe-to-toe, who's the best one you've ever seen?
Best player I've ever seen would probably be Hallie Wilson. And we're on the same team. But when we play against each other, I'm playing third base against her. I can't play third against her. It's so tough. Overall, as a player, she's a complete package, and I try to emulate some of the stuff she does with how she mixes up her game, and she's a great player.